Now, initiating Accelerated Mega Fun Upgrade with larger starting jackpots, commencing at $50 million. Configuring new built-in multipliers from 2 to 10 times for all non-jackpot prizes. Minimum prize now $10 on every winning ticket. The new Mega Millions update is now complete, online and in store. Thank you for playing the Michigan Lottery. Goodbye. Knowing your limits is always the best bet.
Sam Studios, 6-0 Tigers over the Padres, 7 1/3 strong for Reese Olson, and a trio of home runs doing the job in this one. That's a series win for Detroit, number 6 on the season. Let's recap the game now, brought to you by the Metro Detroit Buick GMC dealers. Visit a showroom today for exceptional offers. Rubber match here of a 3-game interleague series at Comerica Park to start the work week. Tigers won Monday's series opener 6-4. Padres take game 2 last night 2-0. Reese Olson on the mound today for his 5th start of the year for the home team. Kyle Hart back in the big leagues for the first time since 2020, starting for San Diego. After Olson set the Padres down in the top of the first, in the bottom half, Tigers took an early lead off Hart. Just 2 batters in, Gleyber Torres, number 2 on the year.
Very upright stance, gets all that weight back on the right leg, cocks the bat high with the right shoulder. Fly ball left field, talking about power. Watch it fly! Gone! Number 2 for Gleyber Torres, and the Tigers take a 1-0 lead in the first.
Riley Green, Andy Ibanez would follow that up with singles. Spencer Torkelson then walking to load the bases, but McKinstry, Dylan Dingler both striking out, leaving them loaded. Still 1-0 Tigers after one. Top third now, Padres have the real first threat of the night on Olson. Former Tiger Jose Iglesias singles, making it to third on a sac fly and a ground out. But Reese got Fernando Tatis Jr. to ground out to end the inning. Still 1-0 Tigers. Bottom 5 now, another scoreless inning from Olson. And looking for run support, Justin Henry Malloy picks a great time for number 1 on the season.
The 1-1. Fly ball left center field. This one's deep. This one's got a chance! And that ball is gone! A home run! Justin Henry Malloy, first of the year, and the Tigers take a 2-0 lead in the 5th.
Olson capitalizing on that extra run, 6 up, 6 down in the 6th and 7th. He was cruising. The last hit he gave up was that Iglesias single in the 3rd, and his pitch count in great shape to this point. More run support for Olson in the bottom of the 7th, a single from Trey Sweeney. That turns the lineup over to Malloy. He delivers again, scoring him on a double. It was bobbled by the right fielder Tyler Wade. One batter later, Malloy comes around to score on a single from Riley Green. 4-0 Tigers as Olson takes the mound for the top of the 8th. A walk and a single with 1 out, forcing manager A.J. Hinch out of the dugout. He takes the ball from Olson. Enter Tommy Canely. He sets down 2 Padres to end the inning. The final line for Olson, outstanding in this one. 7 1/3, 2 hits, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts on 85 pitches. Easily the best outing of the year for him. Bottom 8 now, Tigers pad that lead at Dylan Dingler, number 3 on the season.
Fly ball left field deep. Going back, Ornelas looking up! Gone! Dylan Dingler with his 3rd of the year. 2-run shot in the 8th, and the Tigers with a 6-0 lead.
That would just about do it. Plenty of run scoring, backs, great pitching. A 1-2-3 ninth inning from Will Vest closes this one out. Tigers beat the Padres at Comerica Park in the series finale, 6-0. That series win number 6 on the year. Olson earning the win number 3 on the season for him. They finish up the homestand at Comerica Park 5-2, and next up at the road at the Orioles coming up on Friday. Stay with us. We'll check the out-of-town scoreboard next. This is the home of Tigers baseball.
Get ready for Tigers baseball with Carbliss, a premium ready-to-drink cocktail in a can. 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 0 gluten, and just 100 calories a can. Plus less carbonation, which means less bloating and less guilt when drinking. Carbliss offers flavors for everyone, from pineapple, black cherry, or cranberry to classic cocktails like margarita and Paloma. On game day, stop at your local grocery store and pick up a pack of Carbliss for your pregame party, and find it inside the stadium to enjoy during every pitch. Carbliss, handcrafted premium ready-to-drink cocktails. Less is more.
Not sure of your plans after high school? Swing for the fences, whatever your path, with free money for college or career training. With the Michigan Achievement Scholarship, you could score tuition-free community college, up to $27,500 at a university, or up to $4,000 for career training. Step up to the plate to see how much you qualify for. Apply today by filling out your FAFSA. Get started at mi.gov/achievement. That's mi.gov/achievement.
Pretzel Crust is back at Little Caesars, and fans are excited. Even my pet sheep is pumped.
It's back!
It sure is. That delicious buttery flavored Pretzel Crust is back.
It's back!
Yep, you're right. That delicious cheddar cheese sauce is
Back!
Pretzel Crust is back for $6.99 at Little Caesars. Plus tax where applicable. Available at participating locations for a limited time. Prices may vary. Prices higher in Alaska, Hawaii, and third-party online sites.
Pizza.
Which automaker employs the most hourly workers in the country? Ford. Which automaker assembles the most vehicles in the country? Ford. That's not a coincidence. It's a commitment. A commitment Ford dealers share by offering employee pricing across a full lineup of Ford vehicles. Right now, get employee pricing across a full lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs. Offer available on the purchase or lease of the following eligible new 2024, 2025 Ford and Lincoln vehicles only. Excludes all new Ford Raptor models, Mustang Dark Horse, Mustang GTD, and all chassis cab models. U.S. residents only. Prior purchases not eligible. AXZD plan ineligible. Place a new retail order or take new retail delivery from an authorized dealer stock by June 2nd. Some exclusions may apply. So get to your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers and take advantage of employee pricing. You pay what we pay. Think Ford first.
If you need orthopedic care, McLaren's expert team can help you move better and feel better. Get the care you deserve at McLaren.org.
Six 0 Tigers over the Padres, earning series win number 6 on the year at Comerica Park today. Padres entered this one with the best record in baseball at 17-7. Tigers now 15-10 on the season. Once again, very impressive. Tigers now hit the road to the Orioles. Luke Sloan here in the 1-800-CALL-SAM studios. 7 1/3 excellent innings for Reese Olson in this one. 2 hits, no earned runs, 7 strikeouts, and home runs for Gleyber Torres, Justin Henry, Malloy, and then Dylan Dingler in the 8th inning, getting the job done in this one. Tigers feel good about a lot right now after back-to-back series wins against the Royals and now the San Diego Padres. They hit the road at the Orioles. Should be a tough one, but the Tigers are feeling awfully confident right now. Plenty of other games today. Let's check the out-of-town scoreboard now, brought to you by Meijer, official partner of the Detroit Tigers. Everyone's in action today. 15 games, all 30 teams. A couple of final scores already in the books. This was the rubber match in Atlanta. Atlanta Braves and the St. Louis Cardinals. This one won by the Braves 4-1, so they win the series. In this one for the Cardinals, Alec Burleson pretty good, 3 hits for him, and Miles Michaelis 6 innings for him, but he was outdueled in this one by Bryce Elder, 6 and 1 earned run for him, and 3 RBIs in this one for Eli White, doing the job for the Braves. The other final today, it's the Miami Marlins not sweeping the Cincinnati Reds. The Reds win this one in the series finale, 5-2 the final score. The start in the Reds for this one was really good by Brady Singer, the addition in the offseason from the Kansas City Royals. 6 innings, 8 strikeouts for Singer, and a couple of RBIs in this one for TJ Friedel, a couple of hits for Austin Wynns. So the Reds avoid the sweep at the hands of the Miami Marlins. Right now in the top of the 9th inning in Cleveland, it's the Yankees 5, the Guardians 1. Yanks looking to avoid a sweep in this one. They were tied in this one with the best record in the American League with the Tigers at 14-10. Good start in this one for the Yankees. Carlos Rodon, he's been struggling, but 7 innings in this one, just no earned runs, 8 strikeouts, all the offense for New York coming from a triple from Aaron Judge, 3 hits for Paul Goldschmidt, 2 RBIs for him. It's 5-0 now in the 9th. They're looking to avoid this sweep to the Guardians, and the Mets are looking for a sweep of the Philadelphia Phillies. Here in the bottom of the 9th inning, it's 2-2 Mets and Phils, this division rivalry. David Peterson, 2 earned runs in this one for the Mets. The Phillies, Zach Wheeler really good, just 2 earned runs for him as well. Those are the 2 games in action right now, and plenty on tap here. Next opponent for the Tigers, 6:45 tonight. They're in action for their series finale. This is the Battle of the Beltway, Nats and Orioles. That first pitch at 6:45. Red Sox, Mariners, 2 teams coming on a little bit. This one in Beantown, 6:45 the first pitch. Dodgers have not announced a starter yet for this one in Chicago on the north side against the Cubs, but Matt Boyd goes for Chicago. He's been good for them so far. Worst team in the National League, the Colorado Rockies at Kansas City. This one at 7:40. Blue Jays, Astros also at 7:40, along with Twins, White Sox, some teams there the Tigers have their eyes on. The late games now, Angels host the Pittsburgh Pirates. Los Angeles, good start for them, 11-11, 9:38 first pitch here. At 9:40, D-backs host the Rays. Giants-Brewers at 9:45. And the final game tonight, the upstart Oakland Athletics at 10-13. They host the 14-9 Texas Rangers. Kumar Rocker in this one versus Sears for the Athletics. The final score that we care about the most, the Tigers 6-0 over the Padres. They head on the road now to play the Orioles. Final thoughts next from Dan Dickerson and Bobby Scales on the Tigers Radio Network.
Hey there, we're at your neighborhood Michigan Ford dealer, and the deals here knock it out of the park. First up, redesigned Explorer, perfect for the whole team. And the Escape, packed with tech. Wait, where's Rookie?
Here, I just test drove a Bronco.
No kidding. What was the best part?
Everything. And these deals are a grand slam.
I told you. Stay in the game and head to your neighborhood Michigan Ford dealers to score big today.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Ask Atkin and Ormond Insurance in Grosse Pointe, Chesterfield, and St. Clair if Auto Owners make sense for you.
Who's hungry? Feast on a Detroit-style Coney dog from National Coney Island. The OG chicken honey. A frosty glass of milkshake happiness. Or a mouth-watering Chop House burger. Grab a booth, order online, or call it in. We've got your cravings right here. Michigan-made, locally sourced, and family-owned. National Coney Island. Good mood food. Visit us at nationalconeyisland.com or one of our Metro Detroit locations.
Nobody has more all-wheel drive or electrified hybrid choices than Toyota. Now through April 30th, get 4.99 APR financing on a rugged new 25 Tacoma. Excludes TRD Pro and Trail Hunter. Or lease a well-equipped TRD Sport for $369 a month for 36 months with $39.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS, tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Next game preview brought to you by Comerica Bank. Only one bank has been committed to Michigan since 1849, and that's Comerica. Off day for the Tigers on Thursday. This is their only off day as they play a stretch of 24 days, 23 games. So they'll enjoy the off day tomorrow. Then the Baltimore Orioles come in. This is a really talented Baltimore Orioles team that is off to a shaky start, Bobby, and it's because of their pitching. They are even take out the game where they gave up 24. They were still last in the American League, but they are giving up almost 6 runs a game, just over 5.5 a game, and their rotation is a mess, and the Tigers have been doing such a good job against opposing starting pitchers. Whatever the matchups are this weekend, you feel pretty good about how the Tigers go into this series against the Orioles.
Well, without a doubt, when you're looking at on your side, you've got Mize, Job, and Scooble going, and you got TBA on the other side, and whoever they've been running out there, TBA hasn't been doing great. And the way that this Tiger offense is attacking everybody they see, solid plans, staying in your plans. If the at-bats are ending when they're supposed to end, whether it be the first pitch or the 10th pitch, you're getting pitches to hit, they're hitting them hard, and they're staying true to themselves. You love the matchups right now.
A night game and then 2 day games against the Orioles. Casey Mize will get the start on Friday night for the Tigers. Again, the Orioles still trying to figure out what their rotation will look like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 6:40 start. We're on the air at 6:15. It's going to wrap things up from here at the ballpark. Our thanks to our engineers today, Jenny Hornatsky back in our studios in Southfield. Jake Bragner with us here at the ballpark. My partner Bobby Scales, I'm Dan Dickerson. Again, the final score, Tigers take 2 out of 3 from the Padres, win the rubber game of the 3-game series, 6-0. Thanks for listening. Have a great evening, everyone.
Detroit Tigers baseball. Brought to you by Sam Bernstein Law, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, Jack Demmer Ford, Corwell Health, Jack Demmer Lincoln, Fago, Mastercraft Heating, Cooling, and Electric, The D Las Vegas, Metro Detroit Buick GMC Dealers, Northville Lumber, Feiger Law, Meyer, Comerica, McLaren Health, Wallside Windows, and Little Caesars Pizza. This is the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
Tigers, Mike, they use a trio of home runs. Gleyber Torres first, Justin Henry Malloy second, then Dylan Dingler in the eighth, plus 7 1/3 scoreless from Reese Olson. They beat the Padres 6-0 at Comerica Park today. Dingler, he made it 6-0 in the bottom of the eighth. It was a flawless line for Olsen, 7 1/3, 2 hits, no walks in this one for him. 6-0 Tigers over the Padres. That's series win number 6 on the season. Next up, the Orioles at Comerica Park on Friday. Lions open up the preseason against the Chargers this July 31st in the Hall of Fame game in Canton, Ohio. This the first time the Lions have played in the Hall of Fame game since 1991. This year's class, Detroit native Antonio Gates, Eric Allen, Jared Allen, and Sterling Sharp. Michigan finalizing a major non-conference showdown with Duke in February. Wolverines would likely take on the Blue Devils in our nation's capital. Duke making the Final Four this season, falling to Houston. And Michigan State hockey coach Adam Nightingale serving as an assistant coach with USA Hockey during the Men's Worlds in Sweden next month. Nightingale is the former head coach of the U.S. National Team Development Program in Plymouth. That one there for Kenny, who's out in the bullpen right now. At the Corwell Health Sports Desk, I'm Luke Sloan. For more, go to 97.1 The Ticket or Odyssey.com.
All right, 4 o'clock. Great to have everybody. We're going to give you as much content as we can here in 2 hours, so let's dive in. How was your day? I don't care. Let's go. So here is where I am at, and I want Rico to be the arbiter of justice here. With respect to your first place AL Central Detroit Tigers, your 15-10 Detroit Tigers, I've alluded to this all week. That amidst draft talk and JMO and the Pistons and the scintillating win and all of it, we haven't been able to talk Tigers. Now, I want to do that now, and there's an angle to this. Okay. I know 15-10 doesn't look seismic on paper, but when you extrapolate the numbers out, you start to really see what this is. 30-20, 60-40, 90-60. I want to just say I can't be more excited about the way they've started. You and I had, I think, both very real and legitimate fears that Parker Meadows being out was going to kill this team.
Yes.
They didn't get the memo because they're on their 17th center fielder. They're essentially starting Paul Reed in center. And it doesn't matter.
Center field chaos.
Sure. The pitching, we knew it would be legit. It's even better because Casey Mize has just looked like the guy. Hey, I drafted a guy number 1 overall. He's got to be really good. Mize has been that. Torkelson has been one of the stories across the league. Hitting. I'll do this for Kenny. Audience, don't get mad at me. It's just a bit Kenny and I have. Imagine what they would look like with Wyatt Langford. Okay, I got it out of my system. Now, here's
ask what time the wings play.
Half past never. But here's my point. Rico, I believe they're the class of this division, but I want to put a number to it. I want to say this today on April 23rd, where I'm at. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't care. I think this is a 90-win baseball team. I think this is a baseball team that's a 90-win team that's going to win this division. You have to begin believing at a certain point where there's just no fall off, where they're winning series, plural, and stacking them. Look, I understand the Padres played on Sunday Night Baseball, and I know that's a tough turnaround. You shut them out the last 16 innings you played. The game you lost was a 2-0 game. You tamed this wild beast of a lineup that it's been better than the Dodgers. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to know from people, and I want to know from you, if you're saying, Michael, you are overreacting, that's fine. But I want to know who's with me on this. 248-539-9797. I'm willing to say it and look like an idiot. No big deal. This is a 90-win baseball team. And it doesn't have to make sense. It doesn't have to be, well, these players. Look, it's the collective that together it works. And if torque is what we're watching, that is a transformative bat in the lineup. So, Ricardo.
I think you're close. I may not go 90 wins, Mike, but I can meet you.
Oh, cat enthusiast.
No, I'm not a cat enthusiast. It's just because of baseball, because they're going to hit a bad spot where, you know what, they may hit a 5-6 game losing streak. And it could be tight game. It could be 2-1, but they're losing games. I see where you're going with this because I do think that for some reason, whenever you write this team off, it's the wrong thing to do because they just keep winning. And it doesn't make sense, but don't ask for it to make sense.
Yeah, I know.
You just take the wins.
Look, they haven't even gotten good Riley Green yet. You know, they haven't gotten, I know he hit today, but Glaber had been hurt. Like, they haven't gotten everything from everyone yet. Torque has transformed it. The McKinstry thing, when he fades away, somebody else will pick up the slack. The center field thing, I've given up. I'm pretty sure they could start Bernie Lomax in center. It won't matter. Questions. I won't, because I'm hopeful at some point it's Barker Meadows. And from a pitching standpoint, we knew the pitching would be good. Mize being here and pitching the way he's pitched, it's transformative because if Mize basically becomes the fourth number two, well, the third number two. There's only one Skubal, but then Flaherty, Olsen, and now Mize all are pitching like number twos.
Mm-hmm. Here's the thing. I'm not that far, even though you called me a shameful name.
Willow.
I'm at high 80s. I'm not quite there at 90, but here's the thing.
Just say it. Come on, you want to.
Well, you know, Sparky said I had to wait till 40 games.
But that's not how radio works. I just know what I'm watching every night. And look, they don't play exciting baseball, okay? You got to let go. I know it bums me out sometimes that I'm like, oh, my God, let this game end so we can go on the air. The point is.
Here's the thing. I am willing. I may not say 90, but I'm willing to say, you know what? They're a good team.
What do I got to do? What do I got to do to get you tonight? What do I got to do to get you to say AL Central champs?
You know what? Screw it.
90.
I'll toss in 2 games.
That's right. That's right. It's like when Rico's at Founders Night. It's just he's getting loose. He's got the crest on, and all of a sudden it's a party. Look, I want to hear from you guys. And David, Kenny, if you guys want to say I'm nuts, go for it. But I'm just a show-me fan, and I'm not going to lie to my listeners. I know what I'm watching. If this is who they are, it's a 90-win baseball team. They can absolutely win the division. They don't have to think about a wild card. You can win it.
Well,
and it helps the division's awful. It is.
But I was just saying, like, this is just a good team. Like, I know we look at all the other teams like, well, the Dodgers and the Yankees. At what point? Yeah, so's Detroit. They're a good team. So it's not out of the realm, Mike. Now that I think about it, I had them at 88, 87 wins. Yeah,
just go to 90. Just do it.
Let's just do 90.
The water's warm. Jump in.
We're 90.
Yes.
We're 90.
How about 92? All right. Now, David, you're shaking your head. What's the problem?
95?
There is no – wow, okay, 95. Okay, hold on now. Slow down. You're going very, very fast there.
Never should have given me that drop.
Here's what I'll say about the Detroit Tigers. Here's what I say about the Detroit Tigers is the torque factor changes me a little bit because I thought they were more of an 84-win team, but that was without him. He's contributing, and I believe that will continue through the season. Of course, we'll have his lows. It's baseball. It's a long season.
Correct.
But 90 wins, I think I can lean in that direction there because we don't have Parker Meadows back. We don't have Vierling back. And whatever, I have to believe, whatever we decide to do at the deadline, add, that will help us get to 90 wins.
Yeah, and understand, too, I said 100 ABs, and you can start judging a guy. Torque's at about 90. He's got an OPS north of 950, which should translate, I think, to something over plus 175 on OPS plus. Forgive me if I'm slightly off. The point I'm making is that's an impact bat. So you want to say, what do you believe after 25 games? I can tell you they've stacked 4 series wins in a row. The pitching is there. I'd say 8 out of 10 nights, 9 out of 10 nights. And yeah, can the lineup be prone to needing to win some close games? Yeah, no doubt. I mean, it's not a finished product. I think this is a division-winning caliber team. And I didn't believe that in spring training with the loss of Parker Meadows, not signing a right-handed bat. And you end up, look, Kenny, what would they be if we had Wyatt Langford too? Okay, we're done. That's it. Out of my system.
And here's the other thing.
Fans, don't get mad. That's a bit.
You know who we're not talking about?
Harvey. Yeah, I know. He was Willie Mays in center today. Go ahead. Get it out of your system, everybody. Yeah. Everybody wrap both hands around the flagpole. Go ahead.
Gervais Baez.
Right. New Dominican prospect.
No, but I'm like, even Javi's contributing. Like, things are just falling into place. I don't think that it'll continue this way, but you know what? He's just a decent ball player, which is what we've been saying. We lowered the bar, and he's clearing that low bar.
Right. Kenny lowered the bar to just not absolutely awful. That's the bar.
Yeah.
Don't hurt me when you put on, when you swing the bat or go into the field. That's the bar. He's cleared it. People, where do you stand on it? I think it's a 90-win baseball team. And I think a lot of it's real. And part of this is Torkelson doesn't look overmatched on fastballs. He's driving the baseball. The at-bats are good. You're getting quality. You're getting some walks. Not everything's clicked. I wouldn't think this highly if everyone on this team was hitting the cover off the ball. No. I think there's room for growth. And guys, please don't be insulted, but 2-6 provides reality, not like, ball tingling dream state. This division blows. And you are the benefactor. I mean, I'm sorry. Minnesota, who continues to lower their payroll, Kansas City's whatever, and the Sox are just a nothing burger. It's you in Cleveland, okay? But you're a 90-win team. And I absolutely want to upgrade my belief of, how about this? If you're a 90-win team, the goal is to win this division. And if Cleveland wins 95 or 96 games, you tip your cap, but you're in the playoffs too. Yeah. But the goal is win the division because I'm telling you, they've got the pieces. It's there. I'm buying Torque stock.
I bought Torque stock this spring, but
Torque is the new NVIDIA.
Yeah, I just look at this team and it's just like, wow, they are. I just needed them to be 500 for Parker Meadows.
Search your feelings for the words, Rico.
And they are just exceeding expectations. And I feel like I did at the end of last season where we kept saying, you know what, how long will this? And then I just gave up and said, you know what, I'm going to ride this wave.
You go with it.
I'm riding this wave again because it's working. AJ is just, he's performing a masterclass right now. I don't know how he's doing it, but he's doing it.
So are you riding with me on it? I think they're a 90-win team. I think you got every right to think, you know what, we're going to win this division. After 25 games, I've given you the reasons why. If you disagree, you're not a bad person. And I don't think it makes you a hater. I don't think it makes you a bad fan. I don't think it means you're like, it's okay to say I'm not ready to go there yet. But I figure if I feel this way, I may as well tell my audience. Last I checked, that's what we do here. 248-539-9797. More of the people. And by the way, I am going to offer you something at 5 o'clock that will make tomorrow night at LCA a lock. You just got to follow orders. I'll explain.
You are very generous.
Thundersticks. No, definitely not that. 97.1. Exactly. I have asked the question. Well, it's more been a statement. I believe the Tigers, 15-10, fourth series in a row they've won. The pitching. And yes, Torkelson, it's a paradigm shift for your lineup. I think it's a 90-win team. Wasn't willing to go there in spring training. I know it's only 25 games, but I know what I'm watching. This is a team that's a division-winning type team. And I think it's real. And I just wanted to see where you guys are at. And if you're like, hey, I'm not ready to say that, I'm not mad at you. Because you're going to be right, probably, where there'll be something 25 games from now where they're like, hey, smart guy, you still think they're good? So, yeah. It's like,
no, I don't think that's fair. I think we all, and I don't want to speak for David and Kenny, but I think we all kind of thought at least mid-80s. And as the season went on, I moved the needle to about 87, 88. 90 is 2 extra games. Okay, go steal those 2 games, and I'm all right with that.
Let's get to the people. David will catch up on Ticket Text later in the hour, okay? And then I do have something Pistons-related top of hour. We'll go to Mitch and A Squared. He's batting leadoff today. Mitch, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good. What's on your mind?
I'm with you, Mike. I think I'm going to go with the 90-win team. I mean, I love Tiger baseball. I mean, I think they do look really good this year. And I don't want to put the negative spin on this. I just want to pick your brain a little bit. I know a couple weeks ago, after the Cole Keith debacle at second base, they lost 3-2, couldn't score any more runs after that. Last night got shut out 2-0. Like, how often is that going to negate?
Yeah, I look. I mean, Mitch clearly
He blew the game the other day with that error. You had the Cole Keith thing. That's what 2 games.
Yeah,
2 games they lost.
I think it's on the aggregate where you just have to look at this and go, okay. That's going to be the frustrating part is, yes, at the end of this, you do feel like they will have given away several games. But the space between when they're not booting it all over the infield, they're getting the timely hitting, the pitching is there every single night. Mitch, it's probably a sign of just how good they are, honestly. Now, again, do I wish I could fix what ails them? Of course I do. Because then you're talking about challenging to be the best team in the AL. That I'm not ready to say. I can't do that.
Sure. And then, I guess, what do you see from Gleyber Torres? I know you're a Yankees guy, and what do you kind of just see from him so far?
He's been, getting hurt didn't help. Look, I know what he is. And I mean, Mitch, he'll have some streaks where you go, wow, thank God we got him. Then you'll have a month where you're like, why does this guy play baseball? You know what he is at second. He doesn't have range. He'll have 15 to 20 errors this year. It is what it is. But he's going to, in crunch time, he generally will deliver a nice at-bat. He's a patient hitter when he wants to be. So, look, I'm just, Mitch, there's enough here, and if I can get a report on Meadows of when he's coming back, God forbid, Mitch, God forbid, if Scott Harris makes a deal to add something here. Now, I know that's way out of bounds. But God forbid.
We're waiting for the kids. We're waiting for the kids.
Oh, Jesus.
If this team is winning, he will have to go out and buy something.
Have to. Or you could add White Langford. All right, that's it. I promise. I'm done. Kenny, it's just for me and you.
Why do you keep saying Max Clark's name so funny?
Well, listen. White Langford hit a home run last night. Mm-hmm. Max Clark went home.
Ticket Text did come in and says Langford would be nice. So there you go.
Can you imagine those two dudes offsetting the lefties in this line? That's all right. Hey, 2027, you wait.
When I asked Max Clark how that ice cream was last night at the ice cream shop.
He had gelato. Let's go over to Stan up in Shelby. Stan, what's going on, pal?
Hi. Hi, Mike. Thank you so much, first of all, for last year. On August 26th, you told me that the Tigers were plus $50,000 and to win the American League or the World Series, and you made me a good payday.
Oh, wow.
The Tigers right now are negative 110 to win the Central Division.
Yeah.
I picked them, and plus they started out at plus 220. That's how good these guys are doing.
Yep.
They're the number 6 offense in the league, regardless of what you think about them. Mm-hmm. And they're pitching. Their 4th worst earned run average guy is Reese Olson at 347. And, that shows how where did Bailey Horn and Chris Lee come from?
No one knows.
I mean, how does Harris get these guys? I mean, these guys are on fire.
Look, the whole thing, Stan, it's working. And what you said with the pitching, think about what a difference it makes that Mize is a number 2 for this team, and he's really your number 4. You've got a depth in this rotation that, every night you know you're going to get a pitching performance good enough for you to win. There are so few teams in the league that have that. You can count it on one hand, probably.
One other thing, you know the Yankees. How good is Conley better than he was last year? Or, how good has he been for us this year?
Look,
Canley.
Yeah. No, listen, Canley, here's my issue with him. When a guy, and I'm biased because I watched this in the playoffs, the guy threw like 76 straight changeups. I'm like, if you throw a singular fastball, the player at the plate will evaporate, and he wouldn't do it. He's a very solid reliever. It's the best way I can put it. And Stan, he's more than solid right now. Long term, I think he's solid. Short term, he's been great.
And finally, we might have the all-star catcher in Dingler. What do you think?
Now, you know what, Stan? It's not cocktail hour yet. Let's calm down. I know you're pumped up.
Take a look at the stats.
I know, but I'm not ready to go there yet.
Now you'll say it's only 25 games.
That's where I draw the line. Okay. He's getting a little excited with the catcher spot there. Take it easy.
You got him with the best staff in baseball. And
I know.
90 games.
I know that, but just. I'm not ready. Come on. You want to be an all-star catcher? Take it easy.
Wyatt who?
No. How dare you? David, a few ticket texts if you don't mind, and then we'll get back to the people.
You have to believe in the Tigers at this point. They've played the Dodgers, Yankees, and Padres. That's 3 of the top 6 teams in baseball. They're for real.
But that is offset by playing the Bad News Bears, managed by Walter Matthau.
Very true.
A.K.A. this division.
Very true.
But I agree with the texter.
I'm good with 90, not sure how they're doing it, but everyone is just doing their job, picking up their teammates when there's a gaffe and doing the work. Here's someone else. I'm willing to come up to 70 to 75 wins, just waiting for the bottom to drop.
You must be amazing at parties.
70 to 75.
And he's coming up to 70 to 75 wins.
That's just not. That was never on the table. I don't know where this person lives at. Like, what are you doing? That's got to be a joke.
I hope so. The run last year and start this year feels like Michigan when we all of a sudden got great. I hope we're not cheating. Bill.
Oh, jeez. Uh-oh. Well, if you hear some garbage cans and banging, I mean, sorry, it is a part of your story.
They've updated it.
Oh, not that. I'm sorry.
No.
My bad. Wrong drop. Mike, I'll see your 90 and raise you to 92.
Oh, God. Okay.
Well, they're trying to really compete here.
How high will you go, Mike?
Not 90.
Will you go to 93?
Nope. 90. Never enough for some of these people.
Yeah, right. Just be happy with 93.
Nope.
How about 92 and Javi wins a Gold Glove?
We're done here. 248-539-9797. We will get right back to the people. David, do you want to go with the football today at 5:30? Is that?
Yeah, I could do that.
Okay, so we'll just keep rolling with calls, and a lot of people want to talk about their baseball team at top of the hour. If you do what I tell you to do, tomorrow's going to be a lock at LCA. I want to know if you believe. We'll talk about it. It's time to talk about Victor's Home Solutions. Now, look, choosing the right roofer is a big decision, so let's talk about why you need to call Victor's. You're going to get customer service, and they're going to follow up promptly. They'll answer all your questions. You'll get installers. Perfect is the standard. You're going to get new windows for your house. It could save you money on your energy bills as well. It means Victor's offers a 50-year leak-free guarantee on every roof they install. It's how confident they are in their work. Very, very simple. So when you get Victor's, you're also going to save $500 off a new roof or home full of windows. Great financing options. Guys, what are you waiting on? Get the 21-point inspection for the roof or window estimate today, 734-773-1100. That's 734-773-1100 or online anytime at victors.com. All right, we've bumped football today to 5:30. People are pumped up, and you should be. I think you got a 90-win baseball team. And I'm really, really impressed. And I wanted to see where you guys are at with it. And look, hey, if you're pumped up about it and you end up being wrong, who cares? For me, this division's god-awful. You look like the class of it. 4 straight series wins. You have played the Yankees. You have played the Pods. You have played the Dodgers. I just feel like enough of it's real. Torque looks real. Somehow you're on your 5th center fielder. It doesn't matter. I'm in. I think it's a 90-win team.
And don't forget, once again, we're not even complaining about Javi Baez.
No.
He's just an afterthought now.
Right, and that's how I need it. Because as Kenny so eloquently put it, just don't be totally awful. Just partially awful.
I mean, I was expecting just major gaffes out in the field and bad defense. Not really having that, minus a couple games. Keith.
Listen, the defense is going to be a problem long term, but I think they're so good in the space between, they can outrun it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now, yes, those defensive gaffes and some of the limitations the team has, Sans, Parker, Meadows, yeah, it's going to bite him and probably at the worst time. But for right now, I'm just saying 15-10 is nothing to sneeze at. There are a lot of teams off to terrible starts. And outside of the McKinstry stuff, a lot of it feels very sustainable to me. Very. Like the Torque stuff, when you watch the at-bats and you I don't want to nerd out on some of it, but like his batted ball data, the way he's driving the baseball, it looks real, Rico. It's like Mize. It looks real.
And he got robbed today of one.
I know. Hey, you know what? If you want to count it, count it. I'm fine with it.
No, I'm not counting it.
Okay. Well, I am. I don't
Why
care.
not? Count it.
Because, David, it was an out.
No.
It was an out.
If it was Acuna, you would say it would count.
Okay. No, it would not. I would still say
he'd be crumpled up at second base.
Right. He pulled something. And he's out for 6 months.
Let's get to the people, shall we? Let's go to Chris. He's out in Belleville, 97.1. Chris, what's going on?
Fellas, what's going on?
Hey, Chris.
Chris, are you there? Chris?
Yeah.
You got us on speakerphone?
Hey, take us off speaker, brother. I can barely hear you.
My fault.
You're all good.
Yeah,
loud and clear. Now we're good.
Okay.
What's going on?
Very good. Yeah, so I got a 2-parter, I guess, now. The first is in response to what you just said, Valenti. The defense is going to be a problem long term. Why do you think that? With the Tigers.
Torres sucks.
Okay.
Okay, he had 18 errors for the Yankees and was the worst second baseman in baseball last year. You want to tell me I don't know what I'm doing here? Like, come on, man.
Last year.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so now he's Roberto Alomar year over year. Okay. Come on, Chris.
Okay, so second base. All right, what about
I don't like second, third, short, or center without Parker Meadows long term. How about that?
Did you see Ibanez today at third, though? Looked sharp.
Okay, so 1 game versus 162. Chris, come on, man. You're smarter than this, Chris.
Is just drinking up the moment, right?
No, and I'm excited about them, but they're not a good defensive team. They're just not. I mean, look, you've already given away 3 games with boot and balls. Come on, it's okay to say that.
That's fair. That's fair, but they're also not under where they should be. I think they've been over exceeding expectations. I mean, you had Javi today in center making a great catch over the shoulder. I mean, it kind of worked. Hinch knows what he's doing. I don't think the defense is going to be a problem. And when we get Veerling and Meadows back, we're just going to be better.
Well, that's one of the top 10 defensive players regardless of position in the sport. So yes, Chris, I agree with you with Parker Meadows. And Veerling can moonlight at third and help you there. Absolutely.
So can Ibanez, so can McKinstry. So we looking sharp. And Jesus. To be where we're at right now, this early, this competitive, leading the AL, winning the series with the Padres.
Chris, hold on. I just want to make sure. Did I come on the air with an open wound in my head and say 60 wins, or did I say they're a 90-win team? I just want to make sure we're having the same conversation.
Well, I missed the opening of the air, so I'm not sure. I did hear you say 90 wins, so I love that. But to say the defense is a problem or they're going to be a problem long term, I don't think so. I think they've been okay. But my biggest thing is the Wyatt Langford stuff.
Oh, Jesus.
When does that stop?
Never. He's my heartthrob. I love him. Never. I can't. No, I mean, Chris, listen, it's a bit for Kenny and I and the listeners. I'm not yelling and screaming about it. I'll just never understand how we drafted a high school bat instead of a guy ready-made for you who has 1,000 OPS, who was a 4.8 WAR player last year for the defending World Series champs. Imagine, close your eyes and imagine him in this lineup, Chris. You know you want to. Come on.
I mean, I don't know because I like the young talent we got coming up through the farm, though. I'm excited.
Are they able to help you today? Just a
we
question.
We don't need help today.
No. The only thing better than what you got is more. That's right.
No.
Hold on. Think about this lineup with me. Work with me.
Okay.
You could have Riley, Kerry Bonds.
Get out of there, baby.
Torque. You could have Wyatt Lang. Think about the lefty-righty splits. Chris, come on. Work with me. Come on.
I think where we're at right now far exceeds any expectations I personally had as a Tigers fan, and to see where they're at right now, I think that's a credit to the coaching.
I agree totally.
I think that
it has nothing to do.
We don't need a Langford. Though.
No, wait a minute.
Why, Chris? Why wouldn't you want?
Who doesn't want another 30 home run hitter? Come on, Chris.
I mean, I would like him on the team for sure, but to keep beating this dead horse that we need him or that we should have drafted him.
The horse isn't dead yet. Hey, Chris, Wyatt Langford hit a home run last night. Max Clark walked home. There's a difference. One guy's here. It's actually here, happening, production. The other guy was at the Tasty Freeze last night in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. No, the horse isn't dead. And we have fun with it, Chris. You're taking it way too literal. Kenny, you okay? You're rolling back there. You all right? What's going on?
No, pre-show you nailed it with the Wyatt Langford thing, and now you're bringing it back. This bit won't die.
No, wait, hold on.
Hey, yesterday Max Clark started off with a leadoff double.
That is true.
Yeah, in the California Penal League. The point I'm making is
Ricky Vaughn,
Right. Hold on. The point I'm making is when you don't get to call up and say, no, we don't need him. No team in baseball has a right to say that. And by the way you teach people new positions to play on the field, hell, Wyatt Langford might be your catcher. Who knows?
I feel like pretty much any team would be lucky to have that player. So when people say we don't need him, what are you talking about?
Right, that's what I was like. So you're saying you'd rather just stick with what we have instead of upgrading?
The Dodgers would be happy to have him right now.
Kenny, OPS plus 198.
Shohei.
We got slightly above terrible.
Yeah, Shohei. Yeah, we don't need him.
You got to be able to sort through the bit.
Aaron just, don't need him.
As long as there's no yelling and screaming about it, you don't get to get mad about it. It's just fun. It's something Kenny and I will text each other. It's discourse in the office and with the show. Yes.
I'm watching Max Clark highlights.
What, on camcorder?
Tony in Marine City says, Max Clark will absolutely be better than Langford. We want to be good for a decade, not a couple years.
Okay, just so we're clear. Guys years away, you're still not getting it, are you? You were a playoff team last year. You might be a 90-win team this year. How does Clark help me? And by the way, I hate to break this to you, and if we have any Cardinal fans listening, this one's really going to hurt. Oh, he's just going to be great, right? I've got Jordan Walker on line 7. He's going to be working at the Quick Lube. I just know Jackson Holiday's going to be awesome.
Please give him the Quick Mart.
No, the oil change joint.
Give him the Quick
He'll
Mart.
be at Uncle Bobby's oil change. I'm just saying, you don't get to say, guy who's 2 years away, you just know he'll be awesome. It doesn't work that way. Guy who's actually here is.
860 OPS through first 10 games.
Facing high schoolers. Max Clark might end up being awesome, but by the time he arrives, Wyatt Langford may have generated a 9 or 10 WAR over the course of 2 seasons. So you have to make up for that. That's okay. I'm not mad. I just don't know why listeners get so defensive. You just wait. Wait for what?
You just hit a home run out of Ishbia Field. East Lansing.
His backyard. I was about to say, what?
That's the baseball diamond.
That's okay. It's fine, guys. It's totally fine. No one's angry, except some of you. I don't know why. Their Tigers are really good.
The fact that he said you just need to stop, and we didn't really need him. What do you mean you don't need him?
That only makes me want to have more fun with it. All right. Listen, distracted driving has become an epidemic. Look around. You probably got some ding-a-ling texting on their phone, is veering all over the highway now.
We don't need him.
Okay, someone's actually ticket texting while distracted that they don't need Langford. Look out for that person. Call Mike Purpura National Benefit Plan. It's going to help you find life insurance that'll cover your family's needs, but is also affordable. And with Mike and National Benefit Plans behind you, they will shop over 70 different life insurance carriers nationwide. They will be supportive from start to finish, simplify the process. That's what 30 years of experience in the game does. NBPhealth.com. That's NBPhealth.com. National Benefit Plans wants to be your health and life insurance agency for a lifetime. Top of the hour, we're going to mix in a Pistons topic because I think I can guarantee something tomorrow. I can guarantee a win if they do what I say. But we're talking about your Tigers. You're driving home from work, another win today. 4th series in a row they've won. They're 15-10. I think they're a 90-win team. I'm sold on what I'm seeing from Torkelson. I'm sold on what I'm seeing from Mize. And the collective approach at the plate, it's producing a top 10 offense. The division is, in fact, terrible. I think you're the class of it. Are you ready to say, hey, 90-win team?
And as of right now, they're outrunning the defensive problems that I thought they would be having.
Well, they don't have any. That's Chris and Bill.
Belleville. Excuse me. Okay. Also noted, you don't need a 30-20 1,000 OPS player. You don't need that. I'll let it go. I'm sorry. It's just stuff like that.
Walking in the door, he's one of your best 5 players. Walking in the door, he's there.
You don't need him. He's got a stupid smile.
Where you go?
All right, let's go to.
He'll come off the bench. Okay.
You just wait. Yeah, I am waiting. That's the problem. I want to win the World Series. Let's go to Pete, 97.1. Petey, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, Mike, you talk about sample sizes, but if you extrapolate it out a little bit, the Tigers are 52-25 since their streak last year.
Mm-hmm.
With relatively the same team, but improvements with Casey Mize and several improvements. I got Kaylee in the back of the bullpen. This team is a 90-win team. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah. No, and it's Pete, here's the thing. Parker Meadows, we've got to get a good health report. The minute you drop him into center field, it becomes one of the best outfields in baseball because he's that good in center.
Well, absolutely. And here's the thing, that the starting pitching this year is so solid that you got to avoid losing streaks, right?
Yep.
You're going out pitchers every night that can absolutely shut down any team.
Yeah, and to your point, it makes losing 3 or 4 pretty hard to do. If the pitching is healthy, it makes it very hard to have that skid.
And on the flip side, to put together 6 or 7 game winning streaks is much easier because you're asking each guy to go out and have a really good game.
And
do one.
And
then
you play in the Central.
Exactly.
You got to say it. This division's booty.
I'm here to tell you, this team is the real deal. They're not flashy. They're really good. They're really solid. And I tell you what, I saw the general manager last night on TV, and he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. This kid they brought up that pitched the sidearm stuff, he was non-script.
I'm convinced, Pete, I swear to God, I've arrived at a point they could call up a dead person and he would have a sub-1 whip out of the bullpen.
Yeah.
I don't even know where they're finding these people.
But they put him in positions to win the battle. They put him in good positions. They don't ask him to do something they can't do.
No.
So
you're right.
I'm pumped. I'm geeked.
You should be. And it's,
96,
you know what?
97.
Here's what it is. Petey, honestly, here's the slogan. Detroit Tigers, everything the Red Wings aren't.
Pete,
hold
up. Did you say 96 or 97?
Yeah.
Pete's feeling good.
Okay.
He's outside. I can hear the birds chirping. He's enjoying himself. Leave Pete alone.
It's not that out of the realm.
No, it's not. I'm just not ready to go there yet.
But one more thing to look at real quick.
Cat enthusiast.
Look at the series they've won.
Yes.
They're winning series. You keep stacking series. And then you got the White Sox once a month.
Yeah, honestly, the White Sox is like a free square. It's like in Monopoly. You pass go to hand you a couple $100 in paper money. I mean, Pete, appreciate it. Yeah, the White Sox are on like a 35-win pace, by the way. We need one of Al Barry's traffic updates where a UFO obliterates Comiskey Park or whatever the hell the place is called these days.
The White Sox. The White Sox have just went to the portal.
Oh, the White Sox booty home just blew up. Please move to the right for my cruise.
They're going to just merge with the Cubs?
No, the Cubs don't need anything the White Sox have. Maybe a bat boy.
Maybe they'll become the 4A team.
Let's go to Jay, 97.1. Jay, what's going on, pal?
Yeah, hi, Mike. This is the first time I've ever been able to get through. I love your show. You guys are funny as all.
Oh, thank you. Well, we try.
But I tell you, well, here's what I got. I'm 100% in agreement. 90-win team, no doubt about it. Best pitching, the best starting pitching in baseball. Excellent bullpen. They're getting contributions out of everybody on the team. Their defense is what it is. It's their defense. I mean, they're going to struggle a little bit. But you get Meadows back, you get Bierling back, you're going to see a whole different story.
Agree.
Yeah, and terrible division. So I agree. All the points that across the board, I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, and guess what? I mean, Jay, it's two guys who, I'm guilty as anybody, two guys who were written off are powering it. Mize and Torkelson.
No question.
And it's unbelievable to see it. And
The numbers are there. The performance is there. Even the nerd data. It's all there, Jay. None of it's fake.
Nobody saw that happen in Oracle. So I don't think anybody in Detroit saw that happen. I know I sure did.
No, I admit it. I did.
Plus, a surprise. He's the bat that we were trying to get with Bergman.
Yeah,
and he's knocking in runs left and right. It's just outstanding.
Actually, we've just gotten a missive from Chris in Belleville. You didn't need Bregman either. So it's all everything's fine.
Listen, great talking to you, Mike.
Jay, you have a great day. Appreciate the kind words, buddy. Also can confirm Nolan Ryan. Don't need him. Don't need him. No. Can I ask you a question? Because, I've been here for, 27 years, if you include college, in the city of Detroit on these airwaves, 21 years. Here's one thing I've never figured out, and you're a born and bred Detroiter. Southwest Detroit. Why is... How do I verbalize this without being insulting?
Oh, boy. I'm not racist.
That's Kenny's line. No, my point is, why is in this town no one's ever good enough to come here? What is that psychosis?
You really want the real answer?
No, lie to
me. The real answer, Mike, is Detroiters overvalue their local heroes. They are the greatest ever. And everybody else is, It's why you're like, oh, well, we can go out and just bring in, we could trade off some low-level player, Brandon Inge, and go out and get this top major league player because Brandon, it doesn't work that way.
I think the peak of that would have been Rip Hamilton for Kevin Garnett back in the day.
Yeah.
Those shows took place.
Yeah, Amir Johnson for Kobe Bryant.
Oh, I remember those.
Yeah.
Good for you.
It's like, well, no. Yeah, because Amir is all that. And did you see this? And and I was down there one game and he made a basket. That's his job.
Rico wins. More of your phone calls. I've got something for you. We will mix in some Pistons in the 5 o'clock. But again, you want to rap about your baseball team? We're here for it. I think they're a 90-win team. I'm excited about it. And today is as good a day as any to talk about it after they get rid of the Padres. Even the game you lost was 2-0. What?
Oh, and the other thing, I hate to say it, we rarely get that blockbuster superstar here, so we don't really know what it looks like.
248-539-9797. Also, Chris in Belleville says, Albert Pujols in his prime, don't need him. All right, we're good. More of your we lost Rico. More of your calls coming up next. 97.
Brought to you by Shaner Roofing. The Tigers use a trio of home runs and 7 1/3 strong from Reese Olson, shutting out the Padres 6-0 at Comerica Park this afternoon for series win number 6 on the young season. Gleyber Torres, Justin Henry Malloy both going deep. Then Dylan Dingler joined the party in the 8th. The final line for Olsen was excellent. 7 1/3, 2 hits, no earned runs, 7 strikeouts. The Tigers now tied atop the American League at 15-10 with the Yankees, off tomorrow before hosting the Orioles on Friday. Pistons back at practice today before tomorrow's Game 3 with the Knicks at Little Caesars Arena. Isaiah Stewart, according to J.B. Bickerstaff, still day-to-day with his knee injury. That tip-off with the series tied at 1 is at 7 tomorrow night. And the Lions open up the preseason against the Chargers July 31st in the Hall of Fame game in Canton, Ohio. This is the first time the Lions have played in the Hall of Fame game since 1991. This year's class, including Detroit native Antonio Gates, Eric Allen, Jared Allen, and Sterling Sharp. At the Corbo Health Sports Desk, I'm Luke Sloan. For more, go to 97.1 The Ticket or Odyssey.com.
Okay, before I get to the people, I at least want to offer it. First time we've had a couple open lines since we popped on the air. Tigers, I think they're a 90-win team. Like, I'm in. What I see is real. I wanted to know if you were ready to go there. And we're going to get to your phone calls quickly. But let me offer this for Piston fans. Tomorrow night, we have something that, to me, looks the most consequential Pistons game in 15 years. I do believe the winner of tomorrow night wins the series. We gave you some of those reasons. I'm sure that's available on our YouTube page. Look, whatever you thought 2 months ago, a month ago, last week, or, whatever, watch the games and you start to see, I'm getting Lakers PTSD from the Knicks. I think Thibodeau's going to get fired. This team doesn't look right. They're not playing well at all. And they're coming to a snake pit tomorrow night. Now, I wanted to offer something that I think would guarantee victory.
Okay.
And ergo, guarantee the series.
Okay.
But I have to play you a piece of audio. I need the Pistons to just do what I ask one time. Do what I ask. And it's not Thundersticks or Minnie Hooper or Sheila E. and her drum. No.
Slander Sheila E.
No, and it's not Tommy Hearns at the game. No. All you have to do to guarantee a win tomorrow night. Are you ready? I don't know if you're ready. All you have to do is this.
To meet and greet the ballers.
Okay, that's enough. Just we don't need LB. My point is, the original intro, the original final countdown. Yes! Get Ben in his armbands, banging the scoreboard, all of it. If you do that, there will be babies made tomorrow night. If you do that, that arena, that energy will carry over into the game. But it has to, David, please. It has to be the original. It has to be throwback. I don't care. Fly in Rashid. If you do that tomorrow, how do the Knicks win? The answer is they don't. Thank you for playing.
You know what? Why do you think I want to go? I want to see what the intro is.
And Rico's going to have his thunder sticks.
Oh, and I'm bringing them back.
No, please don't.
Just for you.
I don't
in
like
studio.
Oh, God.
Every time you make a great point, Mike,
please don't. I'm being serious, though. The original open tomorrow night.
That is why, because this game is so I want to see what it's going to be like, how Mason's going to hype up the crowd. I want to be there to witness this. So, yes, that, absolutely. It still brings chills when I hear that and hear Mason's voice, because it's like, yeah, you're in trouble now.
What are the odds they pull this off? What are the odds they deliver on what I'm asking?
I think they can.
The original, though. And I mean, even the graphics from the Palace scoreboard where Ben takes the sledgehammer. Yes, all of it. You just go retro night. And then you go out and score 76 points for old time's sake. Maybe not the last part. Listen, do you think they got the chops to give the people what they need tomorrow?
When I saw Dwayne Wade talking about it, like on some podcast, like how intimidating it was being in Detroit and mentioning those types of things, it's like, yeah, you know what? I mean, even the shirt says back to work, so they are embracing this. They are.
Okay.
Beef stew will lead to new alternators.
Whatever. I don't care. Palace guards, the whole bit.
Yeah.
David, do you agree or disagree with this? If you do that tomorrow night, that's a W.
And you got to have the fire shooting up
all
and
of
everything.
It. Go rent a few.
Yeah,
you wouldn't give us the LED roof. At least give us this.
Let's just say if they do this, then there's a crib that is going to be put back together.
That's right.
You mean it's not
just
already?
Just saying.
It's not already?
Just waiting. It's just waiting in the corner.
I mean,
meanwhile,
we've got to get taken down.
We've got a live response from David's wife. All right.
As David walks through the door with saying mustard.
All right. I just wanted to offer that. If you agree or disagree, it's your prerogative. I think this would be incredibly special. I mean, it would be the equivalent of if, like, the Bulls were actually good again, unthinkable, and doing the original Michael Jordan Chicago Stadium Open. Yeah. Exhume the body of the PA announcer, the whole thing.
Nope, you're right.
History matters.
I'm hoping. It is one of the reasons why, because we're doing the show. I'm sticking around. I need to see this.
Okay. But guaranteed W if they do it.
I think so.
Okay.
The Knicks are already reeling with the crowd.
There's something wrong with them.
They needed the Madison Square Garden crowd for 2 games to get them back. The
first
game it happened. The second game they got close, but it didn't happen.
Thibodeau's comb over island during that open. A coach with that hairstyle cannot handle that open. Can't. It's science.
I mean, at this point, I'll just run an alley-oop or something just for the first basket just to make sure people do not sit for the next 2.5 hours.
Okay. Well, I'm offering it to the people. I want to get to the people now. I know the Tigers. And
you got me hype. I'm ready.
Okay.
Let's go.
But you agree with me.
Absolutely.
They've got to do that for the people.
Yeah, that was a part of the charm. It was just like, yes. Because you knew, man, you're not winning in Detroit. Not tonight. So I'm hoping they do the same. Okay. I'm hoping and I think that they will. Like I said, their shirts, the back to work shirts, they're embracing it.
I still like the shirt I designed for them. We try. Because so many in the league don't. They give the most honest effort of any team in the league. You know
what?
What?
Whereas I think it was a good idea, but I don't think marketing-wise it would rank right up there. Remember when the Lions came out with those NFL hats and it was just a giant L?
Yeah, you're right.
And I'm sure it was like, yeah, L for Lions. Hold on, partner.
They may have a different meaning.
Yeah. You know you can't buy those.
They're gone?
They never hit the market.
Oh.
I searched for years.
Oh, it's like the Hollis Spartan head design.
No, they're on the basketball shorts. People just never realized it.
Really?
They've been on them for years.
Those are awful. All right, let's go to Travis, 97.1. Trav, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Good, pal. What's on your mind?
So, Pistons-wise, I think they're going to win in 7. But if we're talking Tigers, that's why I actually called in, is honestly, you say 90, I think 100.
Whoa!
Okay, why is that, Travis?
I know it's a lot. Trust me. But hear me out. With their pitching being as strong as it is, and then maybe possibly Kerry Carpenter starts hitting at right-handed pitchers, maybe we start see a couple more runs and some more wins.
Look, you got a top 10. You got a top 10 offense, and you're not firing on all cylinders. It's very believable to say you can win. I'm not ready to go to 100. I can't do that. I mean, Travis, there might not be a team in baseball outside of. But look, 90 and 72, considering
what about 98?
I can't do it. Travis,
No.
this is not a Turkish spice market. I'm not dickering over oregano here.
All right. 96.
No. This is not a hostage negotiation. Travis, let 90 be good enough for today. We'll talk about it in a month.
95 and 2 tickets into the 1901 Society.
Because I know what you're doing. You're trying to get me to make a joke about who was there. I'm not going to do it. All I can tell you is he had a long walk to get sustenance.
95 and 2 tickets.
No, none of this. It's 90, and that's where it's at. Listen, Rico, you know this. It's so hard to win 95 games in baseball, much less 100. Nobody may do it this year. Hell, before you say the Dodgers, go look at the NL West. Every team is 15-9. And then there's the Rockies, which are basically like the wet nap of the
You need a special
team.
You need a special team or special players.
My point is 90 and 72? Win the division? Come on now.
I just wanted to see how high would you go.
Are you going to be in Celebrity Row tomorrow night?
No.
Okay.
Wait, what is Celebrity Row?
I don't know. That's the problem with Detroit.
They got a seat for you.
Hell no.
Hey, David, it's like 50 Cent and Fat Joe and, Ben Stiller.
Right, but they've got
in Detroit,
they've got Sting.
It's going to be Mike Valeni right there, courtside.
Yeah, but see, that would tell you we have no celebrities in this town. None.
Right next to Big Sean.
Yes. Oh, don't worry. We're doing the draft tomorrow.
We're doing the Celebrity Row.
Who's going to be in Detroit Celebrity Row draft? We're going to do it tomorrow.
The problem is a lot of our celebs are dead.
Well, we pick ones who are alive.
Yeah, like I said, we're running out of a draft pool here.
All
right, first of all, if we're doing that draft tomorrow, you will have to produce Motown celebs that are actually alive for $400.
I got plenty of them.
All right.
Oh, just anybody with Detroit affiliation. So, I mean, the typical ones right off the bat. So it's like a Wheel of Fortune. You could go Eminem.
Will Eminem be there, though?
Oh, of course, because
he makes me look like a socialite. He loves being home. Can you get him there tomorrow?
I don't know if he'll be courtside.
That's what I'm saying. So it wouldn't qualify for the courtside draft.
He'll be there. So that's why we're going to have some.
The problem is the only one we're ever going to be able to get right is Tommy Hearns. He'll be there.
No, there's one that we'll get right. He's my number one overall selection.
Really? Yeah. Okay. All right.
And once you can be like, yep, you're right. Yep.
Oh, what, Jeff Daniels?
No.
Dave Coulier?
No.
Okay, I'm out. I got nothing. All right, just let's move on. I'm sorry.
He played in the league.
In the NBA?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so like former Piston?
He may or may not have babysat a house of ill repute.
Oh, And his initials are JR.
Yeah.
Okay. That doesn't count in my world. All right, listen, don't miss your chance to bet on all the sports things with FanDuel, America's #1 sports book. FanDuel, best place to find all your favorite player props, and you can make a heads-up play with performance trends. That means whether you want to bet the score, maybe K drops 30 tomorrow night, or you have an SGP, you want to build a massive payout chance for the most important Pistons game in 15 years, FanDuel's got it covered. $250 in bonus bets if your first $5 bet wins. FanDuel.com/ticket. You can join today. Make every moment more with FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of the NBA. 21 and up, present Michigan. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions do apply. See terms. Sportsbook.fanduel.com. You got a gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, we'll get to the people momentarily. Obviously, tomorrow it's going to be Pistons and draft. I'm really fascinated to see what people are into. It's been years since there's been a Lions draft with less juice. Even picking late in the first round last year, the draft was here. It was different. And the Pistons are in a playoff game. Lord knows the Wings can't be in one. The Pistons have a very important game, and they've earned their way into this game with a win in New York. I wonder if the draft actually takes a back seat. Hey, look, we'll talk about it. I know you're already shaking your head. You're all authoritative. One step from pointing your finger. There you go. David, a few ticket texts. We'll get to the people.
Someone says 100% agree with you, Mike. They need to have the final countdown tomorrow.
Gotta happen.
Another person says, just got chills. All the hair on my body stood up. Detroit basketball.
That's right.
Instant goosebumps when I hear that.
6 to midnight.
Another person says, will they broadcast the intro on TV because I need to baptize my 4-year-old?
If they have any decency, they would. Honestly.
I think they only did it for the finals when that happened.
They broadcast Shaq almost bleeping himself on live TV. You can broadcast the damn intros.
That was impromptu. I don't think that was in the pre-show meeting.
The local side can do it, though.
Thank you.
FanDuel Sports Network can do it.
Listen, bottom line, just do it for the people in that arena.
You're right, David. They can.
Can I have... Oh, okay. I was going to ask for the Shaq audio, but let me go to the people instead. But you're going to play that before the end of this segment because that is still one of the moments of the year in television. Let's go to Brian, 97.1. Brian, how you doing, pal?
Hey, what's up? So I'm going to go to 91 wins. Yeah, just one over you. And then I wanted to ask you, did anyone happen to get Javier's 40 time? Because, the Lions could use a potential running back.
Look, there will be no greater play made by him. I still don't know how he made that play. I didn't realize he could do things like that still at this advanced age.
That was Javier Baez today, not Javi Baez. That's why.
Yeah. I like that. But no, Brian, 90, 91, whatever it is, you're establishing you will be one of the best teams in the American League. And I feel like they have that in them. And if this is who they are, it's okay to just say it. So that's why we wanted to do this today.
All right, man. Thanks for
all right, brother.
I'm going to listen to you guys.
You got it, Brian. Appreciate it, man. Let's go over to Jim, 97.1. Jimmy, what's going on, pal?
Hey, guys. Yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about, I know it's down the road, the trading deadline, but we have a minor league program there. It's supposed to be one of the best around. They could really make some major moves with these minor leagues. I'm sure some of these teams are going to want these players. I can imagine, teams like Chicago, White Sox, Colorado, maybe even throw in Pittsburgh. What do they have that we could possibly get? Because there's got to be some pitching in our minor leagues that some teams are really going to want. It's kind of excites me to know that we finally have some players in the minors that the teams might want. They might want to give us some players that can help us after the trade deadline. I was just curious what you guys thought about.
Yeah, no, listen. I mean, Jim, there's a long way to go between now and the weeks leading up to late July. But here's what I'll say: you have a farm system, which I've always credited Scott Harris with. It's been the major league acquisitions I get irked by. But Jimmy, you can go out and get whatever you want. But what's got to stop in this town is the Chris and Belleville routine of we don't need nobody or nothing.
Just wait. Because the real question is, how much do they love the kids, and are they willing to part with them for the right here and the right now? Because I'm with you. You got this farm system. Use it to your advantage. Bring in another player, and let's keep this thing going. Yeah, let's take it over the edge. And that's not
a batter or bullpen arm. That's
right. Because at this point, all right, if you're winning like this and you'll get the division, fine. Now let's start looking towards the World Series.
I guarantee I could make a joke one day. Like, I don't do the fantasy radio stuff, but I could be like, all right, guys, listen, this is what we need for Paul Skeens. First 5 calls will be, we don't need him. Livy Dunn would be a distraction. Like, this town is weird, man.
It is.
Strange.
It is. Because it's almost like you have to fit the whole grit profile.
That is such a limiting factor. It's like this summer, if you talk Pistons, I don't want to hear about grit and grime and garbage. I want to win an NBA championship. Here's what's not going to win it. Being the Grizzlies with Zach Randolph.
You got to be low key. You got to have grit. You got to be going to work, lunch pail, hit all the bingo cards. But that's the mentality.
It's ass backwards.
I'm with you.
Let's go to E in Detroit, 97.1. E, where the hell you been?
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
What's up? How are you?
Hey, I said 100 wins, man. I said at the trading deadline, we need to buy. We be in a position to buy for the first time in forever.
Yeah.
I said we need to go in and take care of our business, get another bat in here, get another pitcher in here, and then we can win the World Series this year. As far as the Pistons?
Yes.
I say, yeah, go with the final countdown. That's the first thing. No, that's one of the things. I say we should bring the hammer back and let, you know how Hooper be in the little corner, revving the engine up? Let Ben get in there with him, and let's go with the bring that little Ben back for that one day.
Totally.
Going to the fourth quarter, since the last team that had a theme song won a championship, we can sing the bright side, the Michigan theme.
You're going to miss me with
Go
that.
Blue, go Pistons, go Tigers, go Lions.
Yeah, we're okay. Again, the folly of playing that song, I won't even get into it. Go look at the lyrics and the subject of the song, and then tell me you're excited to sing it.
Why does Michigan have to be a part of that?
Because it's a cult. What don't you get?
But no,
David, it just is what it is. Everything is tied back to them,
especially with E.
E loves his Wolverines. Yeah, that's why I let him get to it.
That is true.
And do his thing,
no matter what.
He does.
Just encourage
connected
E
all the way back.
I would just encourage
to
you to
Michigan.
go read the lyrics to that song and tell me if you want to be singing that.
But they sing it, and that's all that matters.
No, not really.
It got whitewashed or maize washed once Michigan sings it.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Dr. Anderson scandal. My bad. Well, it was weird. They couldn't find a color photo of the guy. It was almost like he was born with General Custard.
Wasn't he?
Weird. Sorry. Okay. David, I'm sorry, but the guy wasn't the team doctor in 1918. He wasn't a character on the Yellowstone Ranch. I found World War II veteran photos in color. Couldn't find one of Dr. Anderson. They did an amazing job. Just, nope, nothing to see here. He was actually at the play the night Lincoln was shot.
Still waiting to hear about Weiss and Stallions.
Okay, leave it. Let's just leave it alone. Please, why? We're having a good, it's a fun, fun show.
You opened the door.
I'll just read this. Tim Allen will be there for sure. That is from Tom.
Tim Allen? Hold on. New York, you get 50 Cent there. Tim Allen is what we're rolling out? Why? Because he wore a Western t-shirt on Tool Time 25, 30 years ago?
David, what did I tell you before?
You said it.
We get the Grand Rapids Comic-Con D-listers.
That's so good. It's so accurate.
Come on. We got to do better than that.
I was an extra once.
I mean, if at least we could get Eminem there, that's major juice.
Big Sean.
Kid Rock. I don't know. Look, all of Motown's dead.
Maybe they put Stevie Wonder courtside.
He's still with us.
Stop it.
He's still correct.
Stop it right now.
He's still no. There's that video though where he was watching the Laker game where people thought he could really see, but he can't. I don't know.
I'm not allowing this slander.
No, I'm not either. But you showed me the video, and he was following the basketball stuff.
He also did one when he caught the mic stand.
I'm just saying. I don't know. Look, leave me out of it. Okay, I'm not comfortable.
Sense of hearing.
I'm not comfortable with the subject matter. Please, I beg of you. I'm making a point. You're playing the Knicks. We're not going to live up to New York's superstars, but we got to have something.
Smokey Robinson.
He's not with us anymore. Is
Smokey?
he?
Yeah.
He is.
Happy Chinooka.
Okay.
He just killed off Smokey.
No, I didn't do anything. Okay, you know what? I'm done. You know what? Maybe they'll have Mike Stone courtside.
I was about to say Stoney. Courtside.
That's what we offer. They have John McEnroe and Sting. We have Stoney, 7 Bud Heavies deep.
Stoney and Bojo.
Oh, okay, yeah. Just please read something.
Natural Way Lawn and Tree Service. Get green, stay green with Natural Way. Call 888-GET-GREEN right now to get started because for a limited time, when you purchase a full lawn program, you get free grub control, but you have to mention my name. Tell them Rico from 97.1 said to give you a call. They will come out there and they will treat your lawn. The warm weather is here, folks, and it ain't going anywhere. And trust me, dandelions, they will rob your lawn of water and nutrients. Natural Way will come out there and stop the dandelions before they go to seed. Plus, it's not too late to treat for crabgrass either. Look, you want that beautiful lawn, you have to take care of it, and you have to start right now, and you need to call my people over at Natural Way Lawn and Tree Service. 888-GET-GREEN. Call 888-GET-GREEN, or you go online at naturalwaylawn.com.
Brought to you by Builders First Source. Tigers earn their 6th series win of the year, shutting out the Padres 6-0 at Comerica Park this afternoon. Very good. Reese Olson, best start of the year, 7 1/3, 2 hits, no earned runs, 7 strikeouts. 3 home runs came off Tiger bats and over Comerica Park walls, including from Gleyber Torres to open the scoring. Justin Henry Malloy, Dylan Dingler also going deep. Tigers now tied for first in the American League at 15-10. They're off tomorrow. They host the O's on Friday. And despite record-setting attendance for their games at Little Caesars Arena, the Professional Women's Hockey League has chosen Vancouver, not Detroit, for the league's first-ever expansion franchise. This, of course, a rip-off, despite LCA setting the U.S. attendance record for a professional women's hockey game. Over 14,000 fans last month who watched New York beat Minnesota, holding up signs that say Detroit needs a team. At the Corwell Health Sports Desk, I'm Luke Sloan. More at 6 o'clock or at 971theticket.com. Free us.
Still one of the best moments on television of the year.
In fact, he was like, I know.
Let's get to the people. Jose is up next, 97.1. Jose, how you doing, buddy?
How's it going? Valente, Rico, long-time listener, first-time caller.
What's going on, brother? What's on your mind?
Oh, just first off, I just, while I'm with you guys, I'm going to say, I'm proud of the Tigers. It's nice to see them wake up earlier in the season.
Yes.
That's great.
Love it. I mean, that's why we did the topic today. I think they're a 90-win team, and it's totally okay to be excited.
I'd like to go larger than 90, but I defer to your better judgment.
No. Go ahead. Go crazy.
Right, but the reason I was calling, though, is you were talking about local celebrities, like specifically to the city of Detroit, not just Michigan.
Yeah, because the Knicks always have Celebrity Row. Who are we throwing out there tomorrow night?
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm thinking people like David Allen Greer. That's the Detroiter. Keegan Michael Key, from Key and Peele.
Okay, now that one plays an actual career currently relevant. That would play. Mr. Garvey is one of my favorites.
Okay, there you go. I mean, look, at least I'm not throwing out Eminem right away, right?
No, I'm just saying, it's like, we don't have a deep, what are we going to do? Tomorrow night, Monica Conyers, courtside.
Well, couldn't we, roll out Alice Cooper?
Is Alice Cooper alive? 248. I have no idea.
He is with us. Come on. He just needs a little help.
Yeah, a lot. I'm Rico.
Bring Jack White here.
Bobby Ferguson to the main stage.
I'm going with Stoney and Wojo.
Strawberry?
Not with us.
Former Mrs. Kilpatrick.
You can't. And I made sure you couldn't. I can't believe, David, you're a bastard. How is it the guy that is the heathen is the safety net for a bastard? It makes no sense. You do marital counseling. You cannot say things like that, David. My goodness. Oh, I dropped it. That's not. That's an absurdity, David.
No, I was saying his
no,
ex-wife.
Don't follow it up.
No, just
don't
let it go.
Don't follow it up. The Deacon Board of Greater Life.
Yeah, exactly. Christine Beatty courtside. All right.
It's Kwame.
I mean, who do we have? What are they going to do? Roll Dave Bing out there again? We need star power. This is the most consequential game in 15 years. Stars. You're better off. I don't need to see Mike Duggan. Just go get the going to work Pistons. All of them. Get Theo Ratliff here. I don't care. The Rattler.
No, thank you.
Eldon Campbell.
No, thank you.
Just anyone. The Shack Stopper. Eldon.
Is Antonio McDyess around?
Yes, all of it.
Trammell and Whitaker.
I don't care, any of it.
Mickey.
In the best shape of his life.
My God. All right. You know what? You know who would be good at this topic? It is one of the best Jamie and Wojo topics I ever heard. And I was driving home one night, and they did the Lions Hall of Fame Museum. And they were like, in this wing, all the trophies we never won. And like a completely empty room for Lombardi trophy. And it was the quintessential Jamie and Wojo topic. This is a Wojo topic. What stars tomorrow night? If you juxtapose Madison Square Garden, and they've got like Robert De Niro.
Right.
And it's going to be cutscene, and it's David Alan Grier. I mean, like In Living Color was 35 years ago. Seriously. All right.
Maybe they bring back Shanae.
Brandon Cotton, courtside. All right. David.
Tom Selleck.
Go ahead with a few.
Ted Nugent will be there.
That's not relevant. You guys lived in the woods for 30 years. It's not relevant. What's he going to do? An a cappella set of Wango Tango? It's 2025. This is the problem. Can we rent a celeb? Can we just go to a Rolodex and wheel a few in?
Walk down the streets of LA. You. Coming with us.
Just get on the plane.
Here, put the D hat on. There you go.
Right. Get Rob Lowe wearing an NBA hat. Place him there.
Someone says get Cookie Moore some courtside.
Spencer Haywood. All right. Go ahead. No. In fact, no.
Finis Dimbo.
Yeah, perfect.
Cash Dow, Big Sean, and Royce the 5'9" is going to be there.
I mean, you're reaching, man.
Yes,
they've got John McEnroe, Sting, Fat Joe. Come on now.
50 Cent, yeah.
Can we please? We got to try.
There's Ben Stiller.
And he's old and gray, and he's still better than anything we got.
We got Dak Shepard showing up.
No. I thought his wife was from here.
He is.
Yeah.
He's from here?
No. But he'll be here because
of the
they
wife.
live here. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's fine.
There's one we rented.
That's fine.
We did rent it.
There's one we just rented.
Something.
Mayweather.
Huh?
He's from Michigan.
Yeah, but come on, man.
They're claiming everybody
he's from
Michigan.
Battle Creek.
They're pulling people from the entire state now.
Next up, the Flintstones.
Yeah. Mo Pete is here with commemorative club. Oh, Jesus. Okay. David, any other?
Maybe they'll bring back D'Antonio.
Yeah, he'd be a real ball of energy.
Give me those Thunder Six. It's a celebration.
Jesus. Mel Tucker courtside.
Someone says Max Crosby.
Yeah, his cost him $82 million. I'll see myself out. Okay.
I brought my own. Oh, you paid enough for it, Mel.
Okay.
You guys are crazy.
Oh, man. Wow. Okay. David, anything else?
Sauce Gardner, they say.
Sure. Okay. Honestly, I would accept it. If you could give me the going to work Pistons, like Ben Wallace, Rashid, Eminem, Sauce, Kid Rock, montage over. A little Dak Shepard side.
Devin Booker, he ain't doing nothing.
Every Red Wing's available. Somebody should show Eiserman what the playoffs look like at LCA.
This is what it looks like, Steve.
Hey, Stevie, taking some playoff action since you can't get us here. Can you imagine him eating sand popcorn?
It's not funny. Should have been us. My plan's going to work.
Peter Mrazek. All right, we're done. Tremendous job. Kenny, it's okay, buddy. You got to laugh. You don't laugh, you cry. Let it go. Ken Holland courtside. See, I told you the rebuild would take a long time.
Stevie, how's it going?
Put Holland next to Steve. Still think it's easy? It's a men's league.
Davey, you get this. Holland walks past the door and looks at Stevie and says, how's the family?
That was Rodman to Pippen, right? The other way around.
No, it's from Purple Rain.
No, but it also was, that started a brawl.
Oh.
So it was either, I forget if Rodman did it to Pippen or Pippen did it to Rodman, and one of them got punched in the face. All right, forget it. Just move along. All right, 97.1.
Oh, my goodness. Still laughing. David, a couple ticket texts before we give it over to, I see Rieger out there. I don't know if Wojo is here or not.
I have no idea. Someone says Terry Crews should be here. Barry Sanders, Megatron should show up.
We're doing this tomorrow. We're gonna do a round robin. Everybody picks a name. We're gonna do it like a fantasy football draft.
Pistons are about to break out the Dietrich Fur lady.
Okay, David, can we go 20 deep?
I don't think so. Like, for real. No, I don't think we can.
You know what? We are. Everybody's going to pick 5 names.
Oh, my gosh. You're going to make this. The very last 2 is going to be very difficult. That's going to be tough, okay? I'm just saying.
Hey, where's the value in most drafts? Final rounds.
People are pulling up names from anywhere again. Not even from Detroit, but Iggy Pop. Born in Muskegon, from Ann Arbor. We're just pulling anybody.
Go ahead and get Jack White.
Jack White, you can pull him out. Yeah, yep.
Lizzo. Okay. I'm still.
She doesn't know Detroit. She moved when she was 10.
I didn't know she was from here.
She was born here, but she moved when
that
she
counts.
was 10.
Counts.
Okay.
Counts.
He doesn't know Detroit.
I'll tell you, Holland and Stevie sitting right next to each other. How's the family?
Someone says Matt Patricia.
Well, he's busy now.
Yeah, he is. You're exactly right.
He got a job.
Izzo and Mariucci have to be there, right?
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, this is crazy. Some other text here says, I want to see Bill Laimbeer suit up and throw Jalen Brunson in the 3rd row. Okay. Final countdown is the greatest intro ever from 87 till now. It gets people insane. They have to do this.
So I'm trying to think. I haven't been this year. What's the intro for them? Do they have one?
Nothing special.
Okay.
Nothing special.
Yeah, they got to bring back
pyrotechnics or
nothing. They got to
nothing.
bring back the final countdown. I need full Mason. Just Pistons fans, get on your feet. Oh, man.
It's time to meet and greet
the Ballers from Virginia University.
That was the best one when he said Ben Wallace's intro from Virginia University. Amazing.
You didn't quite sound like what it sounded like, but okay, good try.
That's not very nice of you.
And Serena and Venus Williams should be there. They were born in Saginaw.
Okay.
They're stretching now,
like
man.
I said, we are at Grand Rapids Comic-Con level.
All right, so you guys are asking what celebrities should be like front row?
We're doing the front row celebrity draft tomorrow.
Okay, I like that. So we have something like the Knicks do when they're constantly showing John McEnroe and Spike Lee.
There's Spike Lee. There's 50 Cent. There's Fat Joe. There's Ben Stiller. There's De Niro. Like that. Everybody's just all sitting around.
So we get Eminem,
Stoney and Wojo.
Wojo will be at the game tomorrow. I know that for a fact.
There you go. Will he be here tonight?
What about? Yeah, I think so. At some point. I did talk to him today. Like they have to obviously remember how they used to have those like flamethrowers when Mason would do the introduction.
Pyrotechnics.
Yeah.
But okay.
Okay, fine. Sorry if you want me to be specific. And then Mason was awesome. So are they going to do the final countdown? It's a little subdued.
The Pistons did announce that there will be a surprise. So I don't know what the surprise will be, but we'll see, right?
Cookie Moore?
Cookie Moore. That's the greatest, man.
Ooh, what's the surprise going to be? Are people going to be in the Chevrolet Plaza taking in the game outside?
Sure.
To Kenny's point, Cookie Moore would be a surprise.
It would be a surprise.
But would anybody know who he is?
We would.
And that lady that called you guys years ago from U of D.
Look, it's Cookie Moore.
What if Wyatt Langford was sitting courtside?
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Next to Max Clark.
Oh, that would be good. I know all the Tigers are going tomorrow.
Why not? We don't have any celebrities.
You got Eminem.
So Rieger,
Kid Rock.
We were saying, if the four of us each had to pick, could we go 5 rounds? Could we get 20 people?
Yes, I think so.
You think we could?
I mean, are we talking athletes too, or do they just have to be?
No, just celebrities, just somebody.
Okay, yeah, Keegan-Michael Key.
If we went 5 rounds, could you come up with 20? Before you're like at Smokey Robinson.
Big Sean. Tom Sizemore. Well, I think he died. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean.
You sure? You sure about that 20?
Pickings are slim. You might be right about this, actually. Well,
Hey, maybe we get Lonzo from training day.
What about Gus Johnson?
He is from Detroit.
Yeah. You're going to get Gus.
Does he remember that, though?
Yes, because he went to U of D.
Yes.
Oh, he has to tell you that.
He went to U of D. I was there.
What
Just
about
like
Valeni?
Cassius. Ha!
You could get Mike? What about you and Mike? You guys are Detroit celebs. Come on.
Once again, it just shows you. There's 50 Cent. There's Mike Valeni.
What about Madonna?
No,
Go get Madonna and Stevie Wonder.
They have 50 cents. We have Kenny Cott.
Right. We got Admiral Cott over there. What you got going on?
I'm looking at what about Alice Cooper?
Mm-hmm.
No? Wow, you are right, man.
We're D-listers.
There's somebody called the Floaters. You can Marvin Gaye. He's no longer with us.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna get Marvin Gaye.
Yeah. All right then.
Hey Marvin, what's going on?
What's going on? What about the
Brigger? What do you got coming up for your show?
What do you have coming up?
Yeah, so we're going to talk about a declarative statement that Wojo has and that I have, one involving the Tigers, the other involving the Pistons. Which one is more true or realistic? We'll get to that. And we got some other stuff, too. We'll get you up to 8, and I'm by myself till 10.
As you do your show by yourself. All right.
What about Mike Posner? Iggy Pop?
Rieger and maybe Wojo.
Mitch Ryder? The Romantics?
97.1.